main event number 1 winner here, B Green. Does not get the jump this time. He's going to settle into about the 5th or 6th spot. Oh, Mason runs it in deep. Sticks the landing though. Pressure applier with your hole shot here. Captain Cole in 2nd. We're losing some people back here. Oh no, Renegade drops off the back of the berm. Barely gets reset. So that is unfortunate. But he is going to try to recover. It's only the first lap. Somebody already missed the double. That's Radio. So he's got some work to do here, but I'm sure he can manage it. Apex right here, holding strong in 8th. Undead right behind him. Let's see if anyone... Ooh, Apex sends it in deep. Big Dog looking pretty smooth right here in the mid-pack. Just trying to make sure everyone's keeping it clean. No one's doing anything too crazy. Uh-oh. It's like that Captain Cole runs off the track. Oh, Captain Cole, let's watch it on the bump in there. Oh, and we lost Captain Cole. And we lost Captain Cole again. Alright, so Renegade finally gets around somebody. He's caught up to the group here, though. Let's see what he can do. They're going relatively single file. Oh no! Big crash out of Undead right there. Bike goes flipping off the side of the track. It's going to allow Renegade and Radio by. Apex right here, all the way up to 7th, having a better run than he did last moto. See if he can hold on to it. I have a feeling part of that could have been, you know, emotions just flaring up because that was a pretty rough race there. So hopefully calm down and he can ride to his potential here. All the way up to 6th now. Pressure applier looking to absolutely open a gap here. Not looking to do the same thing that he did last moto. Trying to check out. He knows that B Green is looking to run him. Oh, Overshine runs it in. Keeps it clean though. Just a little contact. Nothing too crazy. B Green not going to have it. Quad and then double out. But he checks up. Doesn't want. Oh no, he goes too far inside and clips the tough block. So that's going to bump your Moto 1 winner all the way back down to 6th. And he has Radio trying to chase him down right behind him. Renegade trying to follow Radio through the pack, but he's got Big Dog all over him. Not looking to let him by easy. Let's see what happens with that. B Green trying to recover here. Apex all the way up into the top 5 after running around in last for most of the main event last main. So nice recovery there. Let's see what we could see out of him here. Overshine with a solid 4th here. So he's looking to go 5-4 right now. That's typically what he does. He's right there. He doesn't gain a bunch of points, but he never gives it away either. And also Mason right here in 3rd, your 2nd place finisher from Moto 1. He would be tying up Pressure Applier right now on the overall for tonight. Obviously the tie breaker would go to Pressure Applier, but running solid. And let's not forget to talk about Joe Meister here, who is having a great recovery from that absolutely horrific start to main event number 1, where he just could not catch a break. Every single little thing that seemed to be able to go wrong was going wrong. And he rebounded nicely all the way up to 6th. So now he's up into 2nd. Overshine getting around Mason LU. Let's see what he does here. Does he try to run it in, or does he keep it clean? Oh. Keeps it clean. Nice. Now B Green has gotten around Apex as well as Renegade and Radio. Renegade getting around Radio. So Renegade moving up a couple more spots. He's trying to catch up to B Green here, but he's got a pretty long ways to go to get that far. But these 3 guys right here, oh, Mason coming on the inside. Pretty good battle here, so these guys could ball each other up just a bit and allow Renegade to close back up on them. We'll have to keep an eye on that as well. Mason, after running second for pretty much the entire first main event, I'm sure is looking for at least a podium finish here. So he's not going to give that up easily. I'm sure he is doing his best to try and track down Joe Meister, as well as hold off Overshine here. So these three are starting to ball each other up just a little bit here. And I might allow B Green to capitalize on that. See what Renegade does here. Hard to say if he has closed up or not, but he's definitely within striking distance if one of these guys make a mistake. B Green has definitely closed up. Oh, and just like that, they're making those mistakes that I was talking about. So B Green gets a 2-for-1. That's going to bump Mason back to 4th, Overshine back to 5th, which was what he got last main event. You know he's looking to try to put some people in between him and Renegade because they are battling for the title tonight. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, but looks like Renegade is starting to close up on Overshine here. And Radio's really not losing touch of Renegade much, so he's far from out of it either. Then Big Dog's right here in 8th, another solid mid-pack ride here, holding it down. Undead rebounding nicely from that early crash. Apex starting to settle in here in 10th, and Captain Cole right here in 11th. Who did we lose from the first main event? Shoot. I'm not going to be able to figure it out off the top of my head. I think it was 9 South. Yeah, we lost 9 South. So hopefully that wasn't a connection issue, but if it was, I am sorry. Either way, it was good to have you with us tonight. Alright, so we just ran down to 9 South's pits and we did a quick interview with him, and we found out that he did not realize it was a triple crown. He did not put enough fuel in the bike to run main event number 2, so he had to pull off for the night. But pleasure having you with us, and hope you can make it back out if we have some more races again. But with that being said, B Green has gotten around Joe Meister, and now Mason LU is trying to hunt him back down. But we got a battle here. Renegade has caught up to his teammate Overshine here. So Big Daddy Renegade is looking to assert why he is the Big Daddy on Overshine here. You know that he would like to let it be known that he is better. Overshine would like to let it be known that he thinks he is better. So I'm sure that these guys might be friends and teammates, but they're probably not going to give each other an inch of space. We'll have to keep an eye on this. This is your championship battle here. Now, Renegade does not need to pass Overshine. He is your points leader, and he can hold the points from where he is sitting. But you don't get the nickname Big Daddy Renegade by sitting right where you're at. We'll run back down here, see what Apex is doing here. He is having a better moto or main or whatever you want to call it than... Oh, whoa. What is going on? Riding around on his head for a second there. making me a little nervous. Alright, we're gonna have to send out a little warning here. Oh, Big Dog got it back for sure. That was, oh, and we lost it. No need for any of that out of either one of you. Not sure what led up to it, but we're gonna keep an eye on this for a minute here. Oh, Undead, giving him a little bump. So now, just like that, Apex is back off the back of the pack. Let's check back in with our race leader, Pressure Applier, who has pretty much started to check out. He's looking to tie, well, he won't be able to tie things up with B-Green, but he's looking to stay in the fight for the overall by getting a main event win here. B-Green probably not going to try to catch him. I mean, I'm sure he's trying his best, but I think he knows that's probably out of the question at this point. Looking to probably just keep it smooth and stay ahead of Joe Meister as well as Mason. Looks like Overshine has been able to lock it down and keep Renegade behind him. Their little battle has allowed Radio to come back in and sniff their exhaust a little bit, so let's see what he could do. He might be able to run it in here and show them a wheel before this thing's over. They got a pretty good gap over Captain Cole, who is in your 8th spot, so we'll keep it tuned here for now. Radio definitely starting to close in on Renegade. He goes up the inside. Nice move there. So see how Renegade can respond to this kind of pressure. He hasn't really finished outside of the top 6 like this before, I don't think. So I doubt he'll be happy with this finish with where it's at right now. I'm sure he's going to try to push forward and gain a few more spots back before this thing is over. I'm sure he's going to try to get around Radio, but I don't think he's let go of Overshine either. I'm sure he would like to get around both of those guys as they are both within his sights. But if we drop back here, shout out to Captain Cole, just running his own race here in 8th. Kind of separating himself just a little bit from Big Dog, who got tangled up there with Apex. He's got Undead right behind him here in 10th. And then now looks like Apex has settled back in by himself here, which is kind of where he was at in main event number 1. I have a feeling that he's probably not gelling with the track, as he was pretty fast on the original track, but we had to switch over to this one tonight. So sorry if you're not feeling the track, but I appreciate you joining us. Looks like B-Green is ever so slightly closer to Pressure Applier, but it's going to be way too little too late as we are on the last lap. He's got a pretty stable gap over Joe Meister, though, who has Mason LU all over him. A little mistake there out of Mason, though, so that could solidify Joe Meister on the podium, which, if that is the case, your overall going into the 3rd main should be B-Green, then Pressure Applier, and then Mason LU in 3rd, with Renegade in 4th, and I believe Joe Meister in your 5th. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Looks like Renegade now has made a couple moves, and he got around Radio and Overshine, kind of like I was saying. Don't think he had let go of Overshine. Radio basically swapped spots. He's still in 6th, but he passed Overshine and got passed by Renegade. So he is still locked into a 6th spot here. And just like I was saying, I don't think Renegade has finished outside of the top 5, really. He gets himself right back in the top 5. But with that being said, Pressure Applier takes home your main event number 2 win. Joe Meister just squeaks into your 3rd. Mason LU going to bring home 4th. Renegade rebounding all the way up to 5th after basically coming from dead last. Radio, nice solid 6th. Overshine probably frustrated with this 7th as he was a little bit further up. Captain Cole looking to finish both main events. Looks like Pressure Applier put down a little faster pace this time, or Captain Cole had a worse race because he could not quite get to the finish line. But shout out to all these guys for getting it done. Go ahead and grab this screenshot here.